able to do ever
again. This has been Logan's schedule. How's it feel?
Well, at least he has tomorrow off,
True.
But it's still different.
But he's about to have Sundays on. 3 Sundays
but Sundays
in September.
He'll probably look forward to. Hopefully
he loves it. And
I have no idea what it's going to be like.
I feel like Joe was telling me about somebody who's a higher up at Global Ambassador who literally is one of the people that started it, and not started it, but one of the first employees, salary employees, high up position. He started as a server at Olive and Ivy for 10 years, and then he worked his way up corporate, and then now is open Global Ambassador. I don't think Logan necessarily wants to be ever salary, but just the fact that he could have contract positions like this, what if they're oh, can we fly you out here to help this restaurant open in Nashville or something
possible.
You know what I mean? And relocate you for 3 months. I could see little things like that.
Why would you want to do that?
Just
be away
broaden
from
his
you
horizons.
for 3 months.
No, all of us would go.
Oh.
But I'm just saying
what would that be?
broadening his horizons,
They need to be broadened. A show.
He just, I think, is getting tired of this shit, Grandpa.
I mean, I don't blame him. It is picking up, though.
No, it's getting better.
But, I mean, it is draining.
He finally made over 300 last night, so.
I mean, 400. I had a table that was we're already off the bat, giving me banter. And it was good banter back and forth. And it literally just pulled out his wallet. He's start us off with this. Just gave me $100 bill.
You're kidding.
No. That was my first one that's ever happened. And I was
sometimes you just get people that want to have a good time. And they're also willing to just make sure you are having a great time with them so that you are very attentive to them.
Yeah.
Some people just have that kind of dough. And stuff like that has definitely happened to Logan before. Literally just cash, just here you go.
That was the first time it's ever happened.
How good does that feel, Kaden? Just be handed $100.
I mean, they called me Thor right when I went to the table. I knew it was going to be you. And I was and I just right off the bat, I was just kind of shooting the shit with them.
That's cute.
Apparently, they know the Def Leppard lead singer, so that's why they're in town hanging around.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know, but I mean, there was a lot more Benjamins in that wallet. I was hoping he's gonna keep
every 5 minutes.
Every time I came,
I literally fantasize about Logan coming home and being yeah, this guy just handed me $1,000.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
You see those videos.
Yes,
what do you think you deserve?
Yeah.
What tip do you want? Any number?
Yeah.
$10,000.
No, literally, I'm gonna shoot my shot every time.
My debt total.
Yeah.
To the penny.
Yeah. Just
the way it out to 21,000.
The way 50,000 would just really make my life.
Yeah. Sometimes you think about just in the thousands, wow.
And some people with just what they choose to spend that money on, and how much money they have, and how that's pennies to them. I'm throw some shekels my way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do feel America is at a place where we need a universal basic income so that there's a universal quality of living minimum that everyone is privileged to. Even if it's $1,200 a month, that gets sent to everybody a month, just to help everybody be on some sort of evening.
How they use it,
and that could come out of a billionaire tax. A billionaire tax. It's oh, you have to pay this to go towards this pool that goes towards universal basic income. I don't know.
I was thinking about that. How much money Jeff Bezos makes every single day. So I was just thinking about how Amazon was created, and then how they started from books, and then just went to having retailers, basically hosting retailers' products.
Yeah.
But then it just became them holding those products in warehouses across the country.
But also, people
worldwide.
Can sign up to be a seller and sell their own. It's a marketplace,
I
just
know.
like Etsy. You know what I mean? It's not Etsy is housing all the products.
No, but it's just insane.
No, it is insane. Did you hear about the
what
new
a crazy idea
CEO of Starbucks? It was
new one.
The CEO of Chipotle is being brought in, and he's getting paid, I think, $30 million a year salary to be the CEO of Starbucks. And he lives still in, I think, California.
What happened to the original Starbucks?
I mean, I don't think that. I think he's just taking, stepping away. Because he's the owner now. What's his name? Harold?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I learned a lot about him when I worked there.
The Starbucks CEO's new commute. That's right. So
Howard Schultz.
Thank you. The new CEO will super commute 1,000 miles from California to Seattle in his private jet every time he needs to go to work. He is going to take a private jet because he's not moving to Seattle.
That's bullshit.
And so it's like not only getting paid like what $32 million a year.
Private jet thing.
No, literally, it ain't right. It ain't right. Just literally for him to go to meetings and shit. I think that's honestly bullshit. It's
Where
like
in California
make him move. I don't fucking know.
From wherever you've been, where do you think you can like genuinely live if it's not here? Just for funsies.
California? Like, can I say California?
I mean, when I
say
like, California, I don't know. When I go to California,
Encinitas
you get a
area.
feeling, right? But I don't know if I get a feeling that I can be a resident.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Like it feels, I guess it's just the unfamiliarity.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to.
It's just so weird, like how home, like Phoenix feels to me.
Just home in general. Or
Even just the
whole
desert.
state of Arizona.
No, exactly. Every time
I know and I'm so familiar with no matter what major city we go to.
Where I'm
talking about like the 3 flag here or Tucson.
Yeah.
Like you just know it.
And that is nice to know a state so well.
Yeah, I know an entire
it feels
state.
good, right? But when I lived in California and I flew into Tucson to like visit, I think I was like surprising you guys like with a little visit. And you guys like did not care. You're like, hello.
Wait, what?
This was this was like over 10 years ago.
So I was a child.
I was 19. I don't know how old you were. 15.
When?
You were like sophomore in high school. Anyways, I had flown out to visit and I just remember touching down and being like,
yeah, but what about when we surprised you, huh?
I just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. Bad timing.
Really bad timing. I was like, we were trying to do like a cast watch of like the Modern Family episode that our friend was in. And it just, and then knock, knock, the whole fam at my door. I was like, oh, okay, abort. Anyways,
that's funny.
What do we want to talk about today?
No, what were you saying?
Oh,
we can do a quick welcome back, but remember what you were saying about
just
visiting.
touching down, like, and it feeling so homey, comparatively. When I lived in
let's
California.
continue it, but we can have
Fine.
welcome back.
Oh! I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, you really want.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm Jocelyn.
I think I'm Kaden.
And we are what?
Best
of
of something.
Ken. Okay, we're back.
We're so back.
We are so back. How y'all doing tonight? And by tonight, I mean this morning.
I'm down to do an evening.
Yeah, we should do an evening. We're not recording video today for anyone that is looking for us on YouTube because
Don't worry, it's gonna come.
it's gonna happen when it needs to happen.
Best of Kin is forever, but the output of it will vary.
100%. Oh
Visual or
and it's like, yeah, if there's something, what's the word? Captivating. If there's a special, of course it's gonna be on video. But for just the shooting the shit episodes, which today is, I like a little audio only. I like the feeling of a camera not being on me. You know what I mean? When we're just like chatting.
I think it's also less, I don't know if this is a poor word, performative. Even though maybe like subconscious.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we're just having a convo, I don't want to also have the pressure of like.
When I was listening to the other episode, it literally sounded like any other podcast you listen to. Just
what do you mean by that?
It just felt like more. I don't know how to describe it. Just the sound of the mic, our discussion.
Warm.
Yeah.
My voice is lower. My voice is probably more like down here when we're doing audio. When we're doing video, I'm almost like projecting for the camera. Like I'm projecting almost for the camera to hear me. I don't know exactly, but I do feel myself sitting up straight more like on video. There's just like a little. It is different. And
we got the light. Like
I'm like hunched over. I'm in my sweats.
It feels like we just like sat at the dining table doing this.
Yes, exactly.
Whereas everything else is set up, you can't see anything out.
Yeah. I like to see the house.
Yeah.
And the yard.
Just as it is. But back to
life.
Feeling homey.
You
visited and we didn't care? I forget what you're going
No, I just remember all I was saying about that was that when I'd visited from California, it felt like Arizona felt more like home. You know what I mean? Like I immediately felt it as soon as I came out of the airport. I was like, that dusty desert air and that warm,
Yeah,
you know,
I can see that.
warm glow in the evenings. It just hits different. But
I felt
where would I live?
so different though when
Elsewhere.
remember how like what's the word? I could not believe Phoenix when I was like visiting from June Lake. Like I just couldn't imagine like I was like the city life, you know?
You were like, I mean, you also missed amenities. Like I remember you being like,
Yeah, just Uber
so
or something.
tired of not having any amenities out there.
I think just
But that's different.
convenience.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess that is different though, because I was in
That's a very
literally like 500 populated
isolated
town.
experience. Like that doesn't speak for like California.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
a
I
good
mean?
point. I think it also just refers to isolated compared to the complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're in the boonies and then you're in one of the biggest cities in the country.
Mm-hmm. But there's like a cool community in Phoenix. There's so many little micro communities, you know? There's like the creative
And
community, the restaurant
you just
community.
start, especially the creative community, when you talk about it, you kind of just, everyone starts to learn to know everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what you were talking about the other day about
when I had a friend photographer
You're
come
able to
over,
just
and
talk
it's just
about
crazy, like how
certain
much
aspects,
we're all
and you can
connected.
Yeah.
We're all connected.
But I feel like I need to find, because I felt that way in the quote unquote rave community, but I feel like I need to find a different one for sure.
I mean, one that is more maybe sustainable for like, and maybe uplifting. Not to say that raving isn't uplifting in its own right, but
I mean, it promotes
so many
I'm
bad
gonna be so
habits.
grandpa right now, but yeah, lack of sleep, drugs, alcohol, late nights, afters, regrets, which is a proponent of just
damage done to your mental, to your physical, to your emotional.
The damage I've done, which I think is
we talk about
fixable. But
oh yeah, you're so young that it's still reversible. But
yeah, I've told 2 friends, because John Summit, you've heard John Summit, right? Yeah, because isn't he like talking to Alex Earl or something?
She's
who's
still
literally
with that
like
NFL
going to
guy,
college. Oh, wait, no, Alex Earl's sister.
Oh, they're all one big group. I feel.
I don't know. Anyway, he's gonna be here Friday, next Friday.
And we got some invites.
Well, yeah, I said I didn't want to go. I
and
can
how
use,
is that
work
going?
as an excuse now. No,
so
but I think I'm
Caden's
losing
still
my.
doing his.
Oh yeah.
Just to like preface it, last week we talked about addiction to technology and some of the other addictions. I mean, we've been talking about this for a while, like Caden wanting to experiment being sober.
This one has felt the most
much.
legit because I don't have any temptation.
Sure.
Like I don't want to even. I don't have a. What's it called?
The drive to
or a pull towards like even taking a drink or getting drunk. Like it just doesn't sound.
And you've been doing a good job. It's been what? I think just like a week or 2.
Yeah, it's just a week.
Okay.
It's just been a week since we last talked about
That's so weird. It feels like a month.
I know.
It feels like,
oh my god!
But that's because I'm not losing time on my phone as much. Probably.
Yeah.
The time is.
That's a good point.
Speeding by. I mean, less so.
It's also not even a habit like physical response with my thumb, like trying to go. I mean, I'll just maybe look up YouTube for some music or a podcast, but no, I have not been on my phone at all.
And how has that
just
been?
Texting, maybe, yeah. That's
more
the only
visceral
use of it. I mean, good. Yeah, I don't know. It does feel different as far as your day to day.
Yeah.
I'm just staying busy, I guess.
First couple days, it was like kind of awkward for me. And granted, it's not like I'm off my phone completely. Like I do still use social media for work, but this week was like the big shoot that I've been waiting like months for and getting tagged in things. And I want to make sure I'm reposting while the stories are still live so that I can save them in my highlights. Like, so I've been like, unfortunately, like Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday or Wednesday, Thursday, I was just like refreshing my phone all day. But now that they're over, I'm like,
for the photos.
I'm like, I'm okay. And like, can just kind of chill. But yeah, it has been nice to be more intentional. I think that my schedule is still so all over the place that I haven't quite been able to set the time that I want to be just working and on the electronics.
It'll come, though.
Yeah, I feel Logan and I are like working out a new schedule and it's like working out so far. So it just needs to be more solidified and regular. But it's going well. I do feel a little bit of a difference and it does make me, I mean, yeah, just how much time I gained. Not like considering social media like an option for entertainment
Yeah.
or for passing
Even
time.
if it's just, which I've been, like I've talked about before, doing a lot is, like if I wake up, just maybe play a song and then just sit there,
Just stare at
look
the
out
wall.
the window.
And that's what we used to do as
Yeah.
kids. We would just be one with our thoughts.
There's
legit.
no.
Or
Yeah.
getting creative or using your imagination. Like that is honestly when my best manifesting would
Or
happen as a
getting up.
child, because I would literally just be visualizing the life I wanted to
easier to
have
get
all the
up.
time.
I think too.
That's a good
I don't
point.
know.
Well, that's almost like,
Even if you're tired, it's
oh,
like,
I'm up, but I'm on my phone in bed
Yeah.
still. Like, but you're up.
which will prolong 2 more hours.
You're not waking up, in my opinion. Like, you're not starting your
Oh my
day.
God,
It's like the
no.
first few days, I literally went in the backyard. I was pulling weeds. I was like tending to the yard.
Or
but
actually,
like,
like starting to make coffee earlier.
Yes.
I would delay that so much
yeah.
because of.
And then it feels like you're starting your day so late. But like
It's
being
pretty
up and
gross.
at 'em and then starting your day and not considering your phone as an option and just like living your life first thing, it literally is so much more awakening than like waking up being on your phone.
Yeah.
Like I'm like more alert and like
Circadian like rhythms.
totally.
No, but I love it. I want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of things are going to change as far as like what I got to find new interests in. Because, I mean, even going to shows isn't. I've just done it. I've already done it and nothing's different.
Right.
It is similar. It's like the same. And it's just the same fun.
Yes. There's no.
And I can predict it. And it's not like, oh my God, I'm going to find my wife.
It's
or,
like not a
like,
unique
the hopes you used to
experience.
have, or like the girls you'd
Mhm.
run into and you're having a great time, you're rolling together or something.
You're like, oh my God, this is it.
Yeah, that's just so early 20s.
Oh my God, look at you. Late
I'm
20s, maturing. This is when your frontal lobe develops, Kaden.
We discussed this.
27.
It's 25.
No, it's not. Look
All
it
right.
up. It might be.
When does your frontal
I could swear it's
lobe
27.
fully develop? Mid to late 20s. So I guess it
I'm
varies.
pretty sure 27 is when it calcifies.
Fully mature around age 25.
Ugh.
I mean, around the age 25.
Fine.
I guess 27's around that.
But I think you're like, it's done. You're done. You're done, son. Exciting.
I think
The world is your
I don't
oyster.
know why. I mean, yeah, it sucks it took so long, but it's necessary, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't going to serve me. It's not like I was going backwards. I think I was just going to stay stagnant.
Yeah.
Doing the same thing. Ugh, I don't know. But
I mean,
now I'm
it's-
just so busy. Like, I'm trying to really think of, like, I'm excited for my weekends because it's like that's the only time I really have
It's for you.
either that and like before work. But I mean, that's crazy because it doesn't feel like that many hours a week doing that 5 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really isn't. It comes out to like what? Maybe 30?
35 tops.
Maybe. I'll just see. But yeah, the time before. Yeah, it's really more mindful of my time. I also don't want it to just turn into like before I fell asleep last night, I was thinking, oh, back again tomorrow. I was like,
Mhm.
is my really my rest of my life is gonna look like working?
Grinding every day.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. In that free time, being mindful of like, and that's the thing too, is that's
It's
where
almost
I get
necessary
caught
though
up.
because I've done this to myself as far as my financial burden.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
that's
always-
why I'm working.
I always think about like, oh, well, in the free time on the weekends or in your time, that's the time to be coming up with like ways to
Yeah,
do
it's-
something. But then I'm like, that's where I get into monetizing all my hobbies.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like basically just working 24/7 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But
When
then
your free time, I think, should just be do things you actually enjoy. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm. Because then you're living a balanced life. Like you're not working, you're not living to work. Like,
Yeah, and I think social media pushes the hustle culture and the balanced life is like stupid. Like,
or settling.
yeah,
Like, oh, a plain life.
yeah.
but, like, you know what?
you're part
Sounds
of the
kinda nice.
90%. Or
Sounds
you're a
kinda
sheep.
nice.
I don't know, just some dumb shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But everyone's different. You don't need to be a David Goggins. You don't need.
I don't even know who that is.
They just have bald Navy SEAL. I told you about.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
No, literally. Not everyone needs to have a TED
He's-
Talk.
Wow, that's a good one.
Thanks.
Can
I mean, that's
That
how
is
some
good.
people say, like, not everyone needs a podcast. Like, you
oh
know,
yeah,
like,
for sure.
And especially podcasting, like
Guess what? Suck my dick. No. It's in 47.
the barrier of entry is so low because it's just like just the cost of the equipment. Anybody can have a podcast. It's that easy. You just
Yeah, but I think
connect
we're
it to
pushing
the-
like the top 2% as far as just episodes.
I don't know about that yet. I'll have to look it up. I'd be curious if I could find our stats. But that aside,
How many podcasts have over 45 episodes? I mean, think about how much minutes or hours even of us just talking.
and that's the thing too. It's like
90% of podcasts don't publish more than 3.
Oh,
So
we're in the top 10% for sure.
of the, hold on, this was a year ago. Of the 200,000 left, 90% will quit after 20 episodes. That's another 180,000 gone. To be in the 1% of podcasts in the world, you only need to publish 21 episodes of your podcast.
And it doesn't even matter like
Your competition isn't not the 2 million
Views?
podcasts. It's the 20,000 who didn't
Hmm.
quit.
That is interesting. Our average audio length is 66 minutes.
That's good. I think
That's
that's what we
crazy.
kind of wanted.
I mean, it's funny because when we first started, I wanted 30-minute episodes, and you were like,
2 hours.
but like we literally couldn't like do it that
Oh,
short,
no,
like because of how
because-
much talking
yeah.
there would be.
And the thing is, that was
And
one of our
Kaden loves
fears.
to not edit.
That was one of our fears of starting one, was not having anything to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, it's for us.
What about It's,
Back to home.
Sorry.
I forget. No.
What makes a home?
What makes a home? Yeah. What creates the feeling of home?
Honestly,
La
it
casa.
really depends. It really depends.
Obviously,
Lighting,
loved ones.
lighting
Oh.
for some.
Because you think of like family home, you know.
Home is wherever I'm with you. No, literally. But I
Home.
was thinking more like environmental vibes.
Or that part of home. You're really saying the frequency of Earth
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in English. Anyway.
Harmony. Wow. But that's the thing. When I
Unintentional.
first walked into this house, I was like, oh, this is
Lighting.
home.
Natural light.
You know what I mean? Like it just had a homey vibe. I'm not sure what it is. But if it was dark in here and it had like half the windows, like
Or
what if
like
it only
a
had
short
this
backyard.
one window and then
Like
like
the fence is
like
just
a small backyard and then a low
the width
ceiling?
of the house.
I
Yeah,
would feel
a lot of things. Openness.
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Open layout for a sense of
So where would you live
clarity.
if you couldn't live in Phoenix? Going back to like episode 14 or something. I don't know. Like
home.
we talk about this a
living,
lot.
City, whatever. I do think that my heart and gut gravitate towards the direction of obvious more adventure.
mm-hmm.
Whether that be, I mean, I can't see myself in other big cities at all.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe like other towns in different states. I think I just still want to travel to experience different places in this country.
Yeah.
I cannot.
So you're not
foresee
necessarily
myself-
trying to like settle down.
No, I cannot see that. Like I've thought about it a lot. It just doesn't resonate at all.
Like settling in one spot,
Yeah,
Like, working to buy a house, buying a house, like
yeah.
starting
'Cause
a
every
family.
place I have gone and tried, it just feels like it's always been a transition place or
Mhm.
a temporary.
Oh.
No, I was just thinking about that when I said it. Funniness stiff.
No, you need to blow your nose, bro.
Rinse.
Make
It's like
a nasal
where you
rinse.
barely have like.
I hate that.
I mean, you can't sometimes say words clearly just because it's.
Sure.
Maybe that's
Caden
just a
still has a
deviated
deviated septum,
Yeah.
even though he had surgery to get it fixed. It didn't work. So he's
Allergies.
fucked.
Anyway, yeah, I cannot.
So with that
Especially
said, you're
here.
not trying to like find a wife and like settle down and start a family.
I am eventually, but
Or are you looking for a
this
girl
whole
that doesn't
time-
want a family for several years so that you guys can do the little adventures together? Or do you want to do that alone?
but the second one.
I said, okay, wait.
Well, yeah, I'm down to meet someone like obviously whenever, but I don't. I would like to I'm not in a rush to have a family yet. No.
I think living with Sienna has been good for you, so you can see just the day-to-day reality.
Well, yeah. Let's assume I have this job still, and I have a kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean Logan's exhausted.
Yeah,
and
he's
He's
exhausted.
not. He doesn't have time
No.
to, like. Yeah, no.
No.
Like that. See, if I had a kid right now, like, or even in a year, it's like everything I want to do
Would be done.
would not.
And what are all the things you want to do?
I mean, like I just said, like see different areas of this country.
So mostly just traveling,
even if it's
road
just-
tripping.
Yeah, more so road tripping.
Well, hopefully you can get a new car. Kaden was in a car accident
Yeah,
recently.
I meant to update you. Oh yeah, shit.
You
I
guys
didn't tell
don't even
anyone
know.
that. Yeah,
Kaden
I got
was
in a car accident.
on the freeway.
The 101 north going off to the 202, like in Tempe. Yeah, there's already a previous crash. Cars in front of me. I have no idea why they braked, but like they're slowly braking, and then you see the they're
Everyone's,
really
like,
slamming
struggling.
on the brakes. Luckily, I'm a good driver. I was going to 05 over. Braked in time, really slammed in time. Probably was about 2-3 feet away from the front of me, the car in front of me's bumper. And then I just had a feeling like I didn't even look in my rear view or my side mirrors. You just kind of see lights, and I just kind of closed my eyes because I knew they did not brake in time. And it was like kind of like a quick, obviously it happens all so fast. I thought I got sandwiched and completely rear-ended, but it turned out someone, I think, in the right lane behind me swerved because they couldn't brake in time, clipped me, and then the other car behind me hit them, which somehow separated them completely away from my car because there was 2 bumpers, one of mine behind my car when I got out, but it was just a cop car behind me blocking off traffic. So I was like,
interesting. It's like,
even the cops didn't know. They're like, "Who hit you?" I'm looking around. I have no idea. But I was like, I mean, look at that bumper. It's probably that one because it ripped off my back one, and then it was their front one. But I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, apparently they're assessing it right now.
and Caden had a dash cam, which was helpful
Yeah.
because I got him a
Because
dash
I was
cam a
yeah,
couple years
for
ago,
Ubering.
and it's honestly come in handy a couple
Yeah,
times.
for 2 accidents, yeah.
A couple times. Accidents are scary. Like I just, it is so visceral. I remember exactly the feeling of being in an accident and just like,
Well, yeah,
you
then
don't
think
know the
about
damage.
everything that could
You're
have
like,
happened.
sure.
And I also thought, I was like, did I brake in time? Like, did I
Mhm.
I slide into the car in front of me?
Yeah, your memory is
Because it
like,
happened so fast.
yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, holy shit, did I actually rear end this person because I didn't brake in time? But the video showed I did.
But if you get like a bigger car, that would be conducive for camping.
Oh, that's exactly
like,
the point. It's kind of
maybe
funny
that worked
because
out.
I know, that's what I was thinking because they have 41 photos of damage, the Geico assessor, and they're still assessing the estimate for repairs. I imagine with
feel
that
like it'll
many
be
photos,
totaled.
market value is only at 10,000
Yeah,
with labor and
Oh.
parts. You think it's gonna be less than 5?
bro,
My front
replacing
bumper was
a
like
single door on my
$1,200.
car was $5,000.
Door.
One
Yeah.
door,
Well,
$5,000.
The thing is, mine is just front and rear.
Still, like,
Lights
frame.
work, no airbags are deployed, but given the market value and the damage to repair
and the
it,
labor.
it could still be assessed as totaled. In that case,
New
it'd be
car.
kind of good. Yeah, because I just get like an older, I think, 4Runner. Mason
Yeah.
actually just got like 2001, year 2000. Really kept really well.
Yeah,
But,
used all the way. Used cars all the way.
Yeah, no, super used. I don't give it. It's gonna be Toyota for sure. Like, I'm really leaning towards a 4Runner, but then yeah, I could totally use that. Like, it doesn't have to be the glorious 600
The
or 6-figure
van.
Mercedes Benz built out.
yes.
Because I think I'm willing to. Like, I'm totally okay with like a lifestyle, I guess, like that on the road, even if it's like.
Would you do
short
van
weeks.
life or not van life? But would you do content of like that kind of stuff,
I
or
could
would
see
that,
that.
kind of make it again
I
with
mean,
the gym?
well,
Like
that's
makes you not
another
want to
thing.
go do it because there's like the pressure to create content.
Yeah, once I had that like splurge of creating content, it did like
it's exhausting.
it showed some resistance of like now I don't want to go to the gym because I don't want to have to like you're especially by yourself and not wanting to be completely obvious with like
Mhm.
like an actual like what 3
Traveling is different too. Like that kind of lends itself to like capturing it and like
yeah not being
and
in
it
the
would be
moment
and you
or
could think
whatever.
about it being like your diary, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I could see that. Maybe yeah, like each location or each like grand place. Whether I mean, obviously national parks.
Mm-hmm.
That's anything I want to do, like national parks, and then discover cities through those directions.
Mm-hmm. And then find your new home.
Yeah, exactly. then I think I can finally settle. But just that knowing,
you just haven't seen enough to like know where you want to go.
And then if I did like just follow that route of settling, I don't think I'd be happy.
Well, you'd always like be like,
yeah.
What
and then that could affect future relationships or
yeah
resentment towards anyone that like didn't let me do that.
And you've been spending all your time and money like sort of
fucking
getting out
partying.
of your system a different path that then has like not necessarily like opened up your horizons at all. It hasn't like done anything for you in the long term. So
it's
like
I've always like sabotaged myself in that sense, like literally going farther away from
things you really want.
Yeah. My destiny.
Yeah. Your truth.
But that's another thing too with creating content is you're being on socials.
Totally. And then you get sucked in.
I don't know. I mean, we still have to do another 2 weeks to even claim this 30-day. And maybe even more so after that. I feel like you're not going to really see true benefits
that's the thing,
without
like,
that stuff. Because your body needs to like recalibrate.
It's pretty quick, actually, like how...
Yeah, the human body is pretty insane, but
you can change your habits and change your routines, like, pretty quickly your mind will catch up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like clicking the apps compulsively.
Yeah. It used to be,
it
open
has been
an app,
nice
close
to
it.
have mindfulness and intention. And like, you literally do feel a difference in your everyday life where you're feeling less like a zombie that's just like disassociating and like just going through the motions.
That's a good point. You're just disassociating the whole time.
Yeah.
You're like off equilibrium.
Yeah.
The whole time.
No, literally all day long.
Like shit.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, the time went so fast.
And then you're just going through the motions.
And I cannot live like that. And I don't want Sienna to grow up in a household like where that's okay or accepted. Like, I definitely want her to, I mean, look at her as an example. Like, she's just trying to live every moment. You know what I mean? Like, to play, to yap, to whatever it is.
To yell, to throw. To draw, to
scream.
Sleep.
To shit.
To shit,
to eat.
Ruin her diapers.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't want to get too repetitive into what we talked about last week, but it has been nice. I am feeling the positive effects. And also, I kind of redid my phone to where on my home screen, I have like a productivity folder, which is where all those apps are that I don't want to be like on all day. And so that's just like during work time. But then I have a large widget on my home screen of a Pinterest board with meal inspo that refreshes every hour. So every time I look at my phone, there's like a different meal idea. And then it's like actually making me want to cook more at home, cook more healthy meals. It's helping me with meal planning and knowing what groceries we need. Like, I feel like that has been super productive. And like
using your phone as a tool.
Using my phone as a tool for actual in real life inspiration as opposed to digital, like getting sucked into a digital world.
And then using like the apps as an excuse for quote unquote inspo.
Yes, exactly.
Like I need to find a new workout. And I look at some gym talks and it's like,
and that would even be me like going into Pinterest, looking for meal and ideas. Like I'm scrolling Pinterest for forever, but this time it's just like, oh, they're popping up and like I'm getting inspired. Oh, I want to make like a potato stew tonight.
That,
and I've literally been cooking so much more and it's been so nice. Yeah, I crock potted. I made like the sickest quinoa cucumber salad with chicken.
Good. Very refreshing.
Very summer salad.
So yeah, I don't want to settle yet. I still have to explore, but to then put that question back on you.
What do I want to do with my life?
No.
Oh.
But I mean,
ask me.
Well, what the same question you asked me.
Which was what? Where do I want to go?
Or be outside of I mean,
I'm already on the path of like what I want to do and it is going very, very well. And I've only been doing it for a few months. So it's like, imagine a few years on this. Like I've literally gained, not that this is everything, but I've gained like 450 followers on Instagram in the last like 2 months. Like it is going up quickly.
Your personal
and no, my Type and Trim one. So it's like, and I just launched my website 2 days ago and I'm getting inquiries through that now. Like it is just, it's going great. And I just want to keep going down that path. And I don't necessarily know if I want to be in Arizona forever. And the thing is, with this business idea, like I could literally live in Europe. Like I don't even have to be here. I never have to
Yeah.
like physically set up at an event if I don't want to. Like I could literally just mail the things. It's literally signage and stationery. So it's like
Oh, I think weather is a big issue though. Of why like maybe just weather
Arizona.
and how long we've been here.
Yes, I do often think about Oregon
Yeah.
in terms of like the clothes that I would get to wear every day would be like the clothes that I would want to wear. Like I don't love wearing like denim shorts and tank tops all day long. It's like I want to wear like cute jackets, like cute shirts, and not be sweating my ass off most of the year.
Yeah. People say it's only 4 months
No, no,
out
no,
of the
no.
year.
No.
It's bad
It's like
here.
6. It's like May, June, July, August, September into October.
Well, even it can be sweating like on Halloween.
I've
even.
sweat on. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Halloween. I always think it's gonna be the cool,
Or like
crisp
like a
fall
70.
vibes.
Yeah, 79 is nice.
We could
but
look back to when we
79
first started this thing on October 1st,
Oh,
right? And we
yeah.
were like, okay,
It's not getting
it's
better.
getting there. And then like November, like, okay, it's
Maybe.
finally getting
I'm
fall-y.
trying to think. Do we even have like a? Oh, it's finally here.
I mean, Thanksgiving, we
feeling.
literally went to visit mom and dad, and we were like,
Okay, yeah,
oh,
that was
finally,
great.
we had a
But
cool,
that's- we had to
crisp
go
breeze. We had to go
some
3.5
more
hours
south.
away. So I just do love the idea of like building my own house on
Yeah.
like a green piece of land. And like, you know, I have that in my mind for sure. And I'm not even saying that has to happen in my 30s. Like that could happen in my 40s and 50s.
Yeah,
I don't give a
late
fuck.
40s.
Like I have literally given up completely on the idea of buying a home in my 30s. Like because I
Or
also
rushing it too.
I've always thought that that's what I wanted, but I think that's because I've been comparing it to other people and where they're at in their 30s. And I'm like, oh, fuck, everyone's buying a house now. And like, I can't. But I'm like, do I even want that? Because I'm even thinking about this place, the maintenance, the time. Like, if we had to pay for landscapers,
Dude,
if
the
we had to
bills.
pay for the bills are 3x what they were at the apartment.
Yeah.
Like, do I even want that? Plus, imagine if we were paying high interest on a house, like,
Well, and
on
taking
top of
care of
just-
everything, and if anything happens, you're responsible for it.
and not knowing if that's where you want to be forever, like, or like long term.
Houses are crazy.
So like that,
You have to have
It
the
has
money
been-
and extra.
you have to have so much more extra money than you
Yeah.
think to do a house. And like, I do think living here is the perfect, first of all, compromise, but also like introduction into like what it would be like to have a home. And it's making me realize like I really love like renting a home and like just the rest of that stress being off my shoulders, at least for now, for the next few years. And then yeah, maybe in my 40s I'll buy a house or buy land and build a house or something
Buying
like
land
that.
would be the move.
Can you imagine buying a huge piece of land and then building multiple buildings on it? You know what I mean? Like
That's what
we could all
that'd be great.
share.
That'd be sick.
We could all go in on some land. No, that would be gorgeous. But yeah, I wouldn't do that in Arizona.
No, I think somewhere with green and
Pacific
mountains,
Northwest
yeah.
our roots. Because I think about, okay, Kaden, even for you, traveling the national parks, going all around the country. I've been to
coming
the
back
East
to
Coast.
build.
East Coast doesn't resonate with me, right?
Yeah,
Midwest doesn't
I've already been
resonate
to
with
Florida. I
me.
didn't like it.
The South doesn't resonate with me. Therefore,
No, I cannot imagine moving.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
go to Alabama.
so don't you think our options are literally like Pacific
well, no,
Northwest
it has to be.
or somewhere in
Yeah.
California?
I mean, maybe Colorado, but
I don't think I could do Colorado.
like different. Well, I guess not because Logan. He's never.
Well,
going
yeah,
back.
he's been. Yeah, no, he would never go back. But yeah, I'm.
No, it would be. Yeah, it'd have to be Northern
that-
California, Oregon.
But then I'm also like,
Washington.
I'm still very open to moving to Europe, like
Yeah.
in 10 years. Once I have my kids and they're like, you know, they've lived their toddler
Keep
years.
yapping, I have to pee so
Once
bad.
they're in school, I could see myself moving us to Europe, and he can't even like hear what I'm saying. So what's the fucking point? No, I'm just kidding. This is for you guys now. Yeah, Logan and I have talked about moving to Europe, but every single time I've sat down to investigate like the not citizenship, but the visa situation, work visa, whatever, it just does get complicated. I think about shipping our stuff out there. It's like you have to put it on a boat, right? It's like you have to get a container, put all your stuff in the container, pay to have it shipped out there. Cars are extremely expensive to move out there. So it's like, it'd really have to be the kind of thing where we want to bring nothing with us except for a couple suitcases and like move completely.
I feel as if, though, maybe seeing land where you can see yourself out here too might help for some inspiration.
I was just talking about how complicated the visa situation is if we wanted to move to Europe and how complicated it is to ship
like
things.
dual citizenship. Oh yeah.
Not even citizenship, I guess, but like visa, like a work visa, or like in certain countries you have to be making X amount and like contributing X amount. Like if you want to move to Bali, I think there's a rule of like you have to like employ someone Balinese. I'm not sure. Or you have to be like contributing X amount in taxes or something. Like there's different rules for every country of like what are you giving back to us for you to be here.
And hopefully this country in the next 8 years will
hopefully we
be going up.
That's the thing. I'm also very hopeful about that, and I don't want to just like, oh, let's all run away from America. And like, yes, but in terms of the amount of land that you can buy out there for what homes cost here.
It's like a cool evening. It's green.
Gorgeous. Having a little glass of wine.
Like
we're building. I have, since I was a kid, I've always had dreams of building my house. Like log cabin vibes.
Oregon. I mean, no one really talks about Oregon. We're not just assuming Portland. Like it could be anywhere. Like Corvallis,
Bend,
Eugene, Bend. Yeah, it was more central. Even the coastal, like the beach cities out there. So, and this is all just through.
And
my
there's
screen.
Still water, creeks, oceans.
Oh yeah,
there's still a coast,
mountains. I mean,
beaches.
That mountain.
That's
what's it
why
called?
I like
Mount
Oregon.
Hood.
Mount
Hood.
Mount Hood, Washington.
It's open as far as snowboarding and whatnot.
Let's look at some pics.
Let's
get inspired.
Let's get crazy.
Let's go nutsack.
What,
okay.
Bend, Oregon, or what are you looking at?
I'm looking at Mount Hood. Oh, that's in Oregon. I thought that was Washington. I don't know.
No,
that mountain. Is that not the mountain that like, remember Mom painted a painting? I don't know. It was like in her closet for so long.
It's a nice mountain.
No, is that not the image that like she painted?
Oh my God.
Mom had that painting.
Oh my God.
Do you remember? That's literally what Mom painted. That mountain with the snow.
Dude, that mountain's amazing.
No, it's so like, why is that so nostalgic for me for some reason? Ethereal.
Thank you.
Ethel.
It's literally 50 degrees there.
Oh God, that sounds so nice.
What? That doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying though. That mountain stays open. The snow does not melt.
Their average is a high
until
of 44.
like right now.
It's an active stratovolcano.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So it's a volcano, not a mountain.
I mean, what? Isn't it not both?
It's literally a volcano.
Is
so crazy.
Is a volcano a mountain? Good question. Yes, a volcano is a type of mountain. Volcanoes are formed when magma from below the Earth's surface erupts through a vent in the Earth's crust. That's insane.
I know. That is crazy. She'd be crazy.
There's vents exposing the inner Earth. This process is different from other mountains are formed, which is through folding, crumpling, uplift, and erosion. Yeah.
Honestly, stunning. Waterfalls. It's only a 2-hour, 40-minute flight from Phoenix. See, if I go to Oregon.
No, that's what?
Sorry, did I say 2 minute?
2 hours.
2 hour, 2-hour, 40-minute flight.
Phoenix to Oregon.
To Mount Hood, specifically.
That's not right.
It literally says that right here.
Show me the Carfax. It's 2 hours to LA. Like what?
No, it's an hour and a half to LA.
So how is it only 1 more hour to Oregon?
I don't know. Literally Frontier flight.
Mount Rainier in Washington, which is also beautiful. You should look up. It's literally snowing today.
See, that's the thing. I don't want so
No,
much
I know. This
snow.
is the mountain. Like we're talking about Mountain Peak.
Okay.
But I'm curious. Yeah, seeing pictures like this, bro, I'm like, this is like seeing photos like that, or like even seeing like a tiny home, like that gives me a feeling in my stomach. I need to follow that. You know, I don't know what it is.
That's literally your intuition, though, telling you the things that you want. So it's like
nature, but it's not just like nature, but it literally is.
It's
honestly, the roots. Like when you say nature, I'm not thinking of Joshua Tree, right?
So a nonstop flight is just under 3 hours.
That's crazy.
So if we we should next 4th of July go to Oregon.
I know. Bend, I think.
We should do a flight. You know what I'm saying?
I literally have points to go to Oregon right now.
I mean, okay.
Do you not?
Take a deep breath. There's just a lot more with that with the child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's so much. Just what I'm saying. This is what I can
No,
do.
this is why you cannot have a child for like
Yeah.
10 more years.
Okay, let's say
And then you're going to have to be with someone younger than you.
oh my God.
You know what I mean?
First of all, you can have kids even closer to 40. Like, you're acting like 33, you're going to start
No, I'm
dying
just saying
off.
most girls want their first kid by that time. So, like, if you're not having a kid for 10 years, you're 37, you're going to have to be with, like, a 32-year-old. Someone like 5 years younger.
Well, that's the thing, too, is finding someone without kids as you get older.
Do you want that? Well, you can't just say that, oh, I'm drawing a line in the sand. Like, if I don't want kids until I'm 40, I can't be with someone that already has kids.
I don't think I can be with someone that has kids.
But you don't know who you're going to fall in love with.
It's true, but
What if you fall in love with someone and she's like, I have a 2-year-old from a previous marriage and he died?
that is so specific.
I'm just
And
saying,
insane.
what if, brother?
That's hard to say because it's like, I don't even know what like falling in love is like, you know?
Oh, Kaden.
But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, that feeling doesn't
Like, it doesn't resonate
feel
with
visceral, like, oh, maybe I would have that kid. You know, just
Sure.
because I don't know anyone that would make me feel that way.
you. Felt and heard, brother.
Felt and
Felt and
heard. Yeah, Ben
heard.
is pretty.
Bend it like Beckham.
What? Bend it like what?
Beckham.
What is that, a
Did you
song?
ever- Bend it like Beckham is a.
David
You're joking.
Beckham?
Yes, David Beckham. With Keira Knightley.
Tell me.
2002 comedy sport film.
Where is Mount Hood?
Oh my God. Oregon.
I'm obsessed.
Okay, Kaden, where are we building?
Or even like
our compound.
Coeur d'Alene. Like,
Yeah, you said that. I
Boise?
don't even know what that is. Oh.
no, Idaho.
I
Coeur
would never
d'Alene?
go over there.
I'm saying
I have to
fucking
pee.
visit, motherfucker. Okay.
So now it's your. Oh, it's pretty.
Right?
I didn't know it was a French word.
Oh, sorry. Did I
If
say
you
it?
said it was
Why?
a French word,
How
I would have
you-
been more
how-
interested.
How would I should have said it?
Coeur d'Alene. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be back.
Coeur d'Alene.
Entertain
Let's-
the people.
Let's entertain. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys feel that same way when you're just thinking about camping or a tent even, or building a tiny home from scratch, or wanting to see, I mean, everyone I think that listens lives in Arizona, so I don't know how long you lived here, but I grew up in Tucson for 18 years, Phoenix for 5, even lived in Flagstaff for a bit. I mean, Flagstaff is amazing. However, it ain't no redwood forest. It ain't no Pacific Northwest forest. It's a nice little, what do you call it? Gives you an idea. It's like a pre-game of those places. But yeah, Coeur d'Alene. I don't know how you pronounce that. Also amazing weather there. I mean, don't you miss when you could have a window open and you just get slapped in the face with a cold
Kaden.
breeze? Like we're talking
7
crisp,
a.m.
crisp.
Open the window. A freezing cold breeze.
No humidity, just like
I know.
like the AC hit you.
And you get that so much in PNW.
I agree.
PNW.
And I do. I follow some YouTubers that live in parts of Oregon, and a lot of their videos, it's not like how you always think Seattle, where it's
Mhm.
overcast, raining.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I follow like influencers from
But
Oregon.
even if
and
it is like half,
I would be fine with that.
because
Then you
we
appreciate
have like
the sunny days
only,
more.
I think there's 10 days where it's not sunny here.
We've had so many sunny days in our lives that it's almost like, you know what? Maybe for the second half of my life,
and on and off.
a little on and off.
I mean, even if you're living in like California, like every morning starts out overcast.
A little hazy.
No, yeah, it's not the.
And there's June
ocean.
gloom. Like the month of June is like almost completely
yeah, I
gloomy
was
the whole
just there.
time.
It was a lot of.
Speaking
gloom.
of gray skies, yesterday we had the biggest monsoon that I have
Oh,
seen
yeah.
here, and it's
Jocelyn
so
Ellis.
fucking long. They were in downtown at work, and I was here with Sienna. And at 5, maybe 4:30, our power went out, and was out until almost 10 p.m. And I really realized, like, bro, if the grid goes out, we're fucked. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't find anything. I'm like, okay, we have no candles. I have a headlamp. I had a headlamp on while we were eating dinner. It was so crazy. And it was so hot, right? Because then the AC is not working. it was just really, it was eye opening. It was eye opening, but it was so like the winds were so strong. It was knocking over iron metal chairs. Like it was so strong. I could not believe it. It was kind of fun though. And it made me realize I miss storms. And Sienna thought it was fun. She was like jumping in puddles. She wasn't afraid of the thunder. She was just like,
Storms
what's
or just
that?
variety of weather.
And that's maybe what we're
Like,
lacking is
when it was-
variety.
I think the day before yesterday, when it was just like cloudy, 98, that's the
Mhm.
day you just got burned or laid out.
Got
It
burnt.
felt like it was just so nice. It's nice having the change. And you don't have to agree with us or not, but this is my truth.
This is my truth and I will speak it into existence. But I also,
Who's with me?
me, I'm literally looking up right now like, best places for families.
Yeah, I was looking
PNW.
at like South Washington, so like maybe like not Oregon exactly. And then I got in this rabbit hole of Mount St. Helens, which literally is a volcano that erupted 41 years ago.
Whoa.
I need a bigger picture than that. Look at this shit. Oh,
Wait,
shit.
that's scary.
I know, right?
Yeah, Earth be crazy.
1980. Remembers a
Vancouver.
turbulent air full of debris as she and her father flew around the mountain. Dude, imagine flying around that fucking shit.
Best place to buy land in Oregon. But
Mountain. It doesn't need to be snowy mountain, but I need some like hills or
just
something.
some place to go hiking.
That's what I hate about like the South is that it's so flat. Or even the plains, right? You got the plains, but Florida's really flat. It's super green and humid, but it's just so flat. You look out and there's just
Also, I would say Phoenix has gotten so expensive that if we can still make it in Phoenix,
Phoenix is becoming California.
like we could move somewhere else and
Financial-wise.
like be doing better off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what Chris is doing.
I mean, I would
saying we wanna
never.
go- I know. Not,
What
well,
is
that's
it,
what
Arkansas?
she's doing essentially. Like,
No, I know.
I'm sure there's places that are affordable in Oregon, similar to that, where you're just happy that you're there. And
Yeah. Damn, house prices in Bend are higher than in Portland. Cost of living in Bend is 4% higher than Phoenix.
oh,
That's shocking. I'm like,
As of what?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
because they're different.
I mean, that's the thing. People are like, oh, Portland's 16% like more expensive than Phoenix. You'd have to earn a salary of $70,000 to maintain your current standard of living. I'm like, that can't be true. Like 70,000 is not what it used to be. That used to be a lot. And now it's like you need at least 120,000 to be comfortable.
Also, I feel like in the future,
I remember
your
when I was
salary
younger
will
thinking
be
30,000
over
was
that.
a lot.
yeah,
Do you remember that? Being younger, like maybe, I don't know how old I was when I thought
yeah, I'd
that.
say
Maybe
50,
like 19. I
50K
was like,
holy shit.
holy shit, you're probably rolling it at 60K, bro. And now I'm like,
Because then you just
that
assume
ain't
that's all you
shit.
get when you forget all the things that money has to go away towards.
and you think about how much goes to taxes.
My mom's calling me.
Doesn't she know? I feel like she never calls. That's scary.
Hello.
Hold, please.
Wow.
And we're back.
We're
Kaden got
so
a call
back.
from mom, and
We'll
good
update
news.
the call.
Kaden's
I'll
car.
keep that part in. Just like, oh, my mom's calling me, and then
Yes, exactly,
to here.
exactly.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Great news.
Great news
We're
from
literally-
mom.
It's written in the stars. No, yeah.
We
got
were
a
just talking
call.
about this.
It's assessed as total, which I assumed, like as we were saying, like her car door was only 5K. Total damages, and this is just front and back bumper, and maybe some undercarriage. Just think about that. 11,000. Market value is at 10K. I thought I was doing some research on like current Corollas my year with that mileage. Oh my god, she's calling me again.
God damn it, mom.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish this thought. I can't think now.
You can just answer it, and we'll get it over with, and then we'll start
Okay.
over, and we'll do another.
Pause.
We'll do another welcome back.
I will.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right.
Mom
Sorry.
called. Good news.
Great news. Yeah.
Just-
Total assessment 11K.
Just like quick little
Yeah. I'm
like
trying.
summary.
11K. I thought it was only 10,000 worth, but apparently I'm gonna get back 13,800, which is pretty insane, given like the prior accidents I've been in, just as far as bumper damage. And yeah, I only owe 4,600 on it, so with the deductible getting back from the other Geico insured, about $10,000 getting back.
Yes.
So that is perfect for what we were just talking about.
What we were just talking about.
Gonna get a new car.
Perfect for camping.
To have as a camper. Yeah, literally just build like an easy build out. Like, oh my God, it's insane.
Are you for sure wanting a 4Runner? Or are you open to other
I
kinds?
am so very leaning towards that because this is like, obviously you don't want to just like, oh, that's my forever car because anything can happen like this one. But no, if I'm going to pay, I would pay obviously a little more to have that type of car.
And be able to afford the monthly.
It's built for what I want to do.
What's your monthly car payment right now with the Corolla?
It's only $280. And
you don't want to go. You don't want to go too much more than like.
I think I can get the one I was talking with. There's I can show you after, but I've been talking with Caesar because I was open to the idea of this might be assessed as totaled. And Caesar was obviously high up at the Toyota in Mesa. He's in a financial advisor, but he's like worked his way up from the salesman to a manager to like another manager or whatever. I've been talking to him about 4Runners they have and whatnot. And I'm sure he'd be able to help me in certain ways as far as getting a car payment that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea, a used 4Runner, 5,000 down. That'd be the monthly.
Yeah, I was 500 to 600 was what I was thinking.
That's so high.
But it's because of the interest.
I know. So basically, Caden can get the car of his dreams now and do the camping. And now he can go to Mount Hood.
And also, yeah, right? That's what we were talking about. Mount Hood, Rainier, volcanoes. All good things.
All good. Great news.
Did you see any land, though, that you liked?
We should wrap up so you can go look for a car because you need one ASAP.
And get my license plate. But
how long have you been?
Maybe a little longer. Well, I don't know with all that.
No, I mean, a lot of that's going to get cut out.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think we were at like 45.
I mean, it's fine.
Maybe 40. But if you're fine, I feel like you.
I mean, yeah.
Anything else to get off your chest? I feel like talking.
I feel like now.
Are you more optimistic?
For what?
Given your path, because I feel like Time Trim has been a roller coaster of emotions.
It has been a roller coaster, but I mean, the hard part is like putting all this work in, investing into the business, and then people telling me that like they can't afford it, and I'm realizing like that's fine.
Do you think your
that's fine that you can't afford it?
Even though it's only been a week, your intention with social media use is like helped with, I guess, confidence or mindset given your career path?
I think it's more like before. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. Like, I obviously want to do a lot of events, but I don't need to be on every event. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even have the capacity to do every event. So it's fine that I'm just getting like the select people that want to invest in art for their weddings. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to do everyone's wedding. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, no.
You gotta be like the top dog.
That's the thing. And I have to start out the gate like, no, this is what it is. This is what it costs. This is what we do. It's completely custom. And I don't need to like be comparing myself to other creators.
Well, yeah, because your bar is set. So when more people actually like follow through and go with it, and then that will just spread. We'll like realize like that's what.
And once I think part of the issue has just been me not having enough photography to like show what it is exactly that we're doing.
Which you just got.
Which I'm about to get so much photography that everything's going to change after this. So all good news all around. And bye. I'm just kidding. No, but actually gots to go now.
We can wrap up. I guess exciting stuff.
Exciting news all around. Didn't expect that for you.
Neither did I. Because they said they were assessing it. I was like, oh, maybe I'm going to get it back.
Well, no, I could tell. They were like both of their heads in frame, like excited to give you news.
It was a call that turned to FaceTime. And then Dad's like creeping in the corner behind. And Mom's like doing the...
She's like, okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, let me tell you. Hold on.
It's not bad news.
No. They're not like, hey, Caden, just you know. They're like,
they would have texted me.
Okay, this is what this is, and then this is what this is, and now this is what
Guess what you got.
You know, exactly.
Guess what
You can sense the energy.
Yeah. This is cool.
So now you can spend your day like looking for a car, realistically, knowing what your budget is. How exciting.
That's crazy.
But that's the thing, because you're getting so much back, it's like, I
What do you
wouldn't
think?
just put a couple thousand down on it and then have a $600 to $700 payment. I would
No,
have.
but sometimes putting a lot down only changes the payment, like even just $100.
I mean, that's the thing. We'll have to see.
Like I'm saying, like yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
just depends.
I would talk to Caesar, like an idea, like what
Work
if I
on
put
all
this
the
much on a
numbies.
car,
Yes, yes.
and if it is a big difference, yeah, I'll put way more towards it.
Or just like another 1,000.
But it'd be
or-
nice
yeah.
to like, I mean, my
You have options.
high yield went down obviously with this move and everything.
It's fine.
So I know it'd be nice to have someone in there.
Of course. And we'll discuss that.
But
off
again, I
air.
could just yeah, right. These XXXX numbers. All right, cool.
All right. So cool. Good news. Caden's getting a new car. We're all moving to Oregon. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going up, and this is all because we took initiative
And you
of
know
our
what?
lives.
And Mom was mentioning like
The sliding
it's
doors.
yeah, it's like the two paths you could have gone down that night. You know what I mean? And like one path
I don't even
would have
think I
led you
talked
to
If we don't want to
literally.
real quick.
I mean, Caden had already decided that he was going to do like a 30-day no drinking, right?
Well, you heard it on the pod, yeah.
So-
that was an episode recorded on Friday.
Just before this car accident, he had met up with friends at a bar and had a non-alcoholic beer.
The next day after recording.
But imagine if he was like drinking a little
Well,
tipsy.
if I was in the mindset like, oh yeah, I'll drink, I honestly would have had
Yes.
3 or 4.
Yes. And then driving,
'Cause
and
I'm
then
like-
the cops are like, oh, I smell alcohol on you. Let's breathalyze you. Like, you could have been in such a shithole.
Or less
Because of that
alerts
choice.
of that accident.
It could have been a worse accident.
Yeah.
You could have been given a DUI. Like, there's so many things that could have happened.
But it's weird because with that
But
one
you
decision, it
made
led to
one
things I wanted anyway.
change.
The camper, the better
leaning
vehicle.
into the things you actually want.
That's insane. That's
Caden.
so crazy.
So now imagine if you just carry on that path, leaning into the things that you
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
is
exactly.
right for you and denying the other things, how much closer to
It's
your
just
true
the tip
self
of the
you'll
iceberg.
be.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if this is not
Keep
a real
following
life,
your intuition.
perfect real life, legit
No,
example.
literally.
Because remember I told you like I just need to use what I have, and I was like,
Follow.
oh, I was already searching for RAV4s, but I can just use my Corolla.
Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh,
In a
I don't need a
weird-
new car. But then
in
the
a weird
universe was
sense,
like, oh, I'll give you a new
manifested it.
car
Yeah.
and like money.
Yeah, you're right. I'm getting both. I'm
Gorgeous.
getting both.
Fun.
Okay, that was fun. All right.
Okay, great.
Thanks for listening.
What a great day. Have a great
It's a beautiful
week.
Friday.
Well, it's
Yeah,
Tuesday for
Tuesday.
you guys. Right?
But keep that energy.
Keep the energy up, and we'll update you next week with Caden's new car,
And Jocelyn's.
new life.
See you next Tuesday.
See you
It's gonna be
next
okay.
Tuesday. It is going to be okay.
Look at it.
Because we were so down in the dumps the last couple weeks, you know what I mean? And things have completely transformed, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
After that storm and that full moon.
No, literally, like things happened for us cosmically.
Let's go.
Let's fucking
All right.
go.
Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.